Hi everyone, I'm Gaurish, and in this video we'll walk through a comparison of Redesign Zelle application and the existing application. On the left hand side you will see Figma prototype of the redesigned application, while on the right you can see the existing Zelle app running on my iPhone. I'll walk you through the different design, navigation and key functionalities to give you a better understanding of improvement. Let's get started. To start with this, these are the login screens for the Zelle app. Both versions offer simple and straightforward login experience. Let's log in both the applications. Uh, okay, we won't go deep into login since our focus is more on features and differences after the login. On this home screen, on the left side you can see redesigned app, and on the right hand side you can see the actual existing app. In the existing Zelle application, you'll notice the screen is quite simple with just two buttons, send and request, along with the setting icon on the left hand side corner, recipient list and activity button at the bottom. The recipient list is what we imagine, but there is no any information available on that icon. The layout is basic and functional but lacks some of the information user often needs at a glance. On the other hand, the redesigned version in Figma shows a more refined home screen. The send and receive buttons are still present but now much smaller and more compact. What's new here is a snapshot of credit and debit transaction along with the recent transaction details. This means user can get a comprehensive overview of their financial activity right from the home screen, providing a key data at a glance. Addition, the redesigned version includes navigation bar, which is a great addition. This bar helps user easily switch between different sections of the application. Now let's come to transaction history. Uh, in the existing app, there is an activity button at the bottom where there is no option to view transaction by specific dates, or no specific date is mentioned, just a 1 week, 1 month, is it ago or what, it's not clearly mentioned. Apart from that, there's payment received, or at some time payment sent, but overall the amount description, or we can say that depiction of amount is very similar to what payment received and the payment sent for both. In the redesign app, when we see about the transaction history, we have made lot of improvements. First, there are logos indicating where the transaction was sent and received. We have also included plus or minus sign in front of transaction amount, and the color of the amount is based on whether it is debit and credit. Makes it easier to identify at a glance. What's more, the redesigned app shows the exact date of each transaction, making it much easier for user to track their activity over time. Now let's come back to home screen. Now we'll see the recipient list on both the applications. Okay, here uh, the current version of application, there is no option to sort the recipient list, and there is no personalized transaction history. It's fairly basic and user can't easily organize or search through the contacts and their past transaction. In the redesign app, we have added sorting options like this: most recent, A to Z, Z to A, again most recent. These are the frequent recipients. Apart from that, this is much easier to find and interact with your contact based on previous transaction. Also, we have provided specific person specific transaction history. For example, in this case we can see the transactions happened with Pradnya. This facility is entirely missing in existing Zelle application. So let's move on. The final and most anticipated feature of the redesigned Zelle application is the ability to generate scan code, which is over here. You can see a QR code with ID and something, and one can easily scan it to send money in our bank account. At the same time, we have scan QR code functionality in but under the send button, where we can scan the QR code. We can also search in recipient name, or if we have QR code in our photos gallery app, we can add it from there itself. So in a sense that this modern day feature is now available in Redesign app, which is entirely missing in existing Zelle application. Before starting into conclusion, uh, I'll just like to mention that there's recent update in Zelle application which mentions that after March 31st 2025 this application will not longer be available, but we never know what the decisions went and how it goes. In all, the redesign app introduces several important improvements that enhances user experience. The home screen now displays comprehensive data at a glance. Navigation is simplified with the addition of navigation bar. Transaction history and recipient list are more organized and customizable. Plus, the addition of QR code scanning and generation makes transaction faster, more convenient, and accurate, error free. The redesigned version makes the app more intuitive and user friendly, offers a modern experience that the existing app could benefit from. I would like to thank Professor Michael for all his guidance and mentorship for redesigning this application. This was my project for his class, uh, user experience, and I would like to thank you all for watching this video. I hope this comparison helped you better understand and difference between existing and redesigned Zelle app version.